This guy scammed over $10 million from people, and I was one of them. In this video, I'm gonna share my painful experience losing $12,700 in the Celsius crypto scam and share with you exactly what happened and how this relates to you even if you've never invested in cryptocurrency or have never heard about Celsius before. Because the same reason that I was scammed is the same reason a whole bunch of people are about to get scammed. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Hi, my name's Sumner Hobart. And usually what this channel focuses on is content on how to make money with e-commerce, like selling physical products on Amazon, digital products on Etsy, courses on Udemy and Skillshare. But today, I'm gonna share with you how I lost money online, which is a difficult video, but extremely important, which is why I'm creating it. So let's just get to it. Back in January of 2022, business was going well. Like I said, we sell products on Amazon, on Etsy. We have courses on Udemy and Skillshare. We have our YouTube channel. And at this time, we were kind of reevaluating our previous year, looking forward to the next year, and decided with my wife, Allie, that we wanted to invest more of our fiat currency into cryptocurrency, right? We wanted to invest in crypto basically and increase that contribution. So at this time, we were hearing from friends, from family, from other social media influencers about this thing called Celsius or the Celsius network. Basically, this was a cryptocurrency exchange where you could buy and sell cryptocurrency. And specifically, the kind of benefit or draw is that if you were to deposit cryptocurrency into this network and hold it there, they would actually pay you to keep your money there, essentially. So we had an option. We could either keep our money in our bank, or at least a percentage, right? Our cash position, kind of emergency fund, keep some of that amount in our bank where we earn basically 0% return. We basically give our money and hold it in that bank, which obviously it's not there. The bank is taking it and playing with it and all of that, which we know, and we're getting nothing back for it. Or we could take a percentage of that and invest in Celsius or put it there in Celsius and earn return. And specifically, the kind of strategy that we did and a lot of others did that ended in disaster is we converted our USD, US dollar, into USDC or USD coin. So USDC or USD coin is what's known as a stable coin, where that one coin is equal to one US dollar always, or at least it's supposed to, okay? So basically, you have $10,000 to invest. You can convert that $10,000 into $10,000 worth of UDC, and you have 10,000 USD coin because each coin is $1, right? So the benefit of that is that that coin never goes up or down, right? Bitcoin could go up super high, then go low super high. And if you want to have like a cash position that you want to draw out or you need as an emergency fund, we kind of figured it'd be better to have it as USD coin because it's always going to be stable. So it's stable, it's in Celsius, and Celsius was offering an 8% return for us keeping our money there. So for example, if you were to keep $10,000 in a bank, you could expect, less than $1 to come back, or very, very low, almost nothing, if nothing, to come back in terms of interest for keeping your money there. If you took that 10,000 US dollars, converted it into $10,000 worth of USDC, and kept that in Celsius, they were promising and initially began paying an 8% return. So you could expect $800 in additional, basically profit in money that you get back for keeping your $10,000 there. So with a bank, 0. With Celsius, 800, additionally. And we figured at any time we could just pull it out if we needed that money. So we're like, hey, sounds great, right? So we, as well as many, many others, put our money into Celsius, which was a huge mistake. Feel free to comment what you think my mistake was, but here it is. So my wife asked me, hey, Sumner, I get everything on a tactical level. Everything makes sense, right? We're going to put money in there, get return. Awesome. Where's the money come from? Why are they paying us such a high return? For perspective, on average, depending on, how far back you go, but give or take, the stock market, which is not the crypto market, but the stock market has returned an average 10% growth year after year. So, the stock market averages, give or take 10%, which depends on the year, the month, and all of that. They're paying us 8%. So pretty close to 10%, like right up there. So how are we getting such a high return? My wife is like, where is this money coming from? And I didn't know. And instead of saying, I don't know, and wow, I maybe shouldn't invest in something that I don't understand, I made up some kind of answer. I'm like, oh, so they basically take our money, they invest it, get way more than an 8% return, and then just pay us the 8%. So basically we give them money that they didn't have. They basically, strategically invest that money, make way more than 8%, and then pay us the 8%. So they make money, we make money, and we all win. That was the answer that I gave, which is foolish because I didn't actually know what was going on behind the scenes. It doesn't matter if I knew or didn't know. All that matters is if I don't understand something, I shouldn't be investing in it. And I learned pretty quick from my mistake. So what happened was the owners of Celsius were taking all of our investors' money and putting it in some really risky investments that ultimately lost all that money. So they took the money, lost it all, or a huge chunk of it were not able to pay back. We're like, oh, we'll declare bankruptcy to get out of this. And while they were losing money, and while this bankruptcy was going into effect, the owners were actually taking money out personally for themselves. Alex in particular took over $10 million, and some of the other kind of co-founders also took out some significant millions of dollars for themselves. So extremely shady, unethical, and garbage behavior from these human beings to other humans, but it is what it is. So almost exactly 1 year ago to this day, I remember this clearly. I received an email saying, hey Sumner, Celsius Network is filing for bankruptcy. I'm like, okay, that's crazy. So my next thought is, let me take my money out of Celsius, right? It's I should say crypto. I bought the crypto, I own the crypto. And this is kind of lesson number 2 that's super important. This has changed my life. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go in there, take out my crypto because I own it. So I go in and it says, of course, Celsius Network has halted all withdrawals. You can't withdraw any of the crypto that you have in there. And I'm like, this was a big wake up moment because I'm like, wait a second. I exchanged my fiat currency, my US dollar for, Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDC. Like I bought it. Shouldn't I own those coins and be able to do whatever I want? Isn't that the whole point of blockchain and cryptocurrency? To have empower the individual. So control isn't like a centralized institution like a bank or this kind of network. And here's the reality. This is what's changed my life is I owned the crypto on paper, not in reality. Okay, it's a big key. And this has changed my whole perspective in the way that I invest. So there's still legal battles. There's a chance that some of this money will be able to get back, but we're not really confident. And to this day, it is lost. We don't foresee getting that $12,700 back. And in the grand scheme of things for us, it wasn't a huge sum of money. Thankfully, we followed Warren Buffett's advice and we never invest what we're not willing to lose. So basically we didn't invest though. We bet, we gambled with it, we put it in, but it wasn't anything more than we could handle. It really hurts. It really sucks. I recommended Celsius, not here on YouTube, but personally to some friends or family, because I'm like, I'm doing it. I wouldn't recommend doing it, but here's why I'm doing it and the benefits, and kind of talked it up without talking about the downsides. And listened to a lot of people who were smarter than me. They were doing it, so it must be safe. And yeah, number 1, investing in something that I didn't believe in. But then number 2, not actually owning something, but feeling like you own something. And this is where it applies to everything. 2 big things that I've done in response to this experience are, number 1, for any crypto that I buy, I store it on a hard wallet like this. So this is a Ledger kind of nano wallet. And basically what you can do with this is you take your cryptocurrency off an exchange. So let's say that you buy crypto like Bitcoin or Ethereum or Cardano or whatever on Binance, on Coinbase, on Kraken, on one of these big exchanges. Instead of keeping it there, what you can do is then transfer it into your hard wallet. So kind of like cash for a wallet is like a hard wallet for crypto. So this is the Ledger Nano, like I said. I'll have a link to them in the description section in case you want to learn more. But that is now where I keep all of my crypto. And so this negative experience may have actually helped me in the future in case anything happens, especially with regulation or bankruptcy for some of these big exchanges. So that's number 1, more crypto related. But number 2 is, like I said before, how do I know that I own something? And I know this could be a little bit controversial. There's definitely opinions both ways, and I respect it. But for example, if I'm investing in an index fund with, through BlackRock, through Vanguard or Fidelity, I have a piece of paper saying, that I own, this amount of stock in all of these different companies, or even if I buy stock in that company through one of these, whatever, brokers, exchanges, whatever you want to call it, how do I know I actually own it? How do I know it's like, oh yeah, that's mine, right? It's like, no, actually it's ours. So a little bit controversial. It's a regulated market. The law should be on my side, but a bit paranoid now when it comes to that. So my investment strategy has changed. What do I now invest in? So I still invest in crypto, but only, making sure that I have more control over it. And that's a percentage of our investment. Number two is investing in our own businesses. So our own brands and businesses. Yes, we use things like Google and YouTube and social media. They're obviously susceptible to different kinds of changes. We have our own email list and customer base. We have our own physical products that we source and we brand that are registered trademarks in the United States and other countries. So building up our own brands and businesses that we own is investment number two that I think is extremely powerful. And it's our number one investment. Number three is we're looking to invest more into physical property and physical land. I want to actually own and have kind of dominion over physical assets. I don't want everything to be digital. I want to have some physical. Real estate is a great investment strategy. There's a lot of things that you can do with it. So we look into luxury, higher end, short-term Airbnb rental properties around the world, something we're currently working toward. And then number four is for storing value. A percentage of our portfolio is going to be made up of gold, precious metals, and valuable historic items, which I know to some people sounds super bizarre, but basically I'm thinking with my own eyes now. I'm done relying on financial experts. I'd absolutely listen and kind of take it with a grain of salt. But I've realized this world is crazy. Anyone that says, oh yeah, the stock market's returned 10% per year, it'll continue to do so. We have no idea what the future holds. We have no idea. Anyone claiming that is absolutely a liar. So I'm on my own thinking and I'm like, okay, if gold has held up value for thousands of years, if other historic items only continue to increase in value, year after year, they'll always be valuable to the ultra wealthy, whatever the ultra wealthy's beliefs are. So those are just some different ideas that I have. Still having a diversified portfolio, because any one of those could be, I could be completely wrong in, or there could be some bad deals or whatever. But those are kind of the four areas we're looking to invest. We still invest in the stock market, especially in emerging markets. And have you or someone that you know been scammed, whether that's within the crypto space or within other kinds of investments or something completely unrelated to investments? I would honestly love to know. And I'm sure everyone else watching this video would be interested as well. So yeah, really appreciate if you comment below. Let us know your experience, whether you're a fellow, Celsius victim like I am or someone else, so we can kind of help each other to avoid scams like this. Like I said, not something that I usually cover on the channel, but super important. But if you would like to learn actual strategies for generating and making money online with your own business, with real estate and other endeavors, then consider liking, subscribing, and checking out the other videos that we have here on the channel. And as always, thanks so much for watching. I honestly hope that you found this valuable, at the very least, maybe eye-opening a little bit, or maybe to change your mind a bit moving forward in terms of the crypto space and investments. And God bless you and your family, and look forward to seeing you in the next one.